And the 47th ASEAN Summit officially opened this morning in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. At the opening ceremony, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim called on ASEAN leaders to demonstrate solidarity, courage, and strategic vision in a rapidly changing and uncertain world.
Addressing the opening, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said, ASEAN's strength lies in respect and reasons, values that have united ASEAN for nearly 6 decades. A key highlight was the peace agreement between Cambodia and Thailand, which he hailed as a proof that reconciliation is an act of courage. The Prime Minister also congratulated Timor-Leste on officially becoming the 11th member of ASEAN.
Its place here completes the ASEAN family, reaffirming our shared destiny and deep sense of regional kinship. Within this community, Timor-Leste's development and its strategic autonomy will find firm and lasting support.
Outlining Malaysia's chairmanship priorities, Prime Minister Anwar announced efforts to boost economic resilience and launched the ASEAN AI Safety Network to promote ethical and secure use of artificial intelligence. The 47th ASEAN Summit marked the strong determination of ASEAN member states to keep the regional bloc resilient, adaptive, and connected with the times. Hiếu Hưng reporting for Vietnam Today from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Now, all eyes are on ASEAN this week as efforts continue to promote peace, stability, and prosperity across the region. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, together with ASEAN leaders and U.S. President Donald Trump, attended the 13th ASEAN-US Summit on Sunday. At the meeting, the U.S. leader reaffirmed that Southeast Asia plays a vital role in the U.S. Indo-Pacific strategy, emphasizing Washington's commitment to being a partner and friend to all nations in the region. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh outlined 4 key directions to further strengthen ASEAN-US relations, promoting economic connectivity, enhancing cooperation in digital transformation, innovation, and energy security, strengthening cybersecurity and combating transnational crime, and boosting collaboration to maintain regional peace, security, and stability. Now, as part of the 2025 ASEAN Summit, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh attended 2 key meetings with ASEAN's long-standing partners.
Yes, and the meeting of Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh with Japan and India leaders reaffirmed their commitment to deepening strategic cooperation. Let's take a closer look.
At the 28th ASEAN-Japan Summit, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh stressed the need to further advance the comprehensive strategic partnership amid complex global and regional developments. The Prime Minister proposed enhanced cooperation in promoting economic connectivity towards a green transition, strengthening collaboration in education, healthcare, science and technology, particularly in high-quality human resource training and digital innovation, and maintaining peace, security and stability in the region, including the peaceful settlement of disputes in line with international law and the 1982 UNCLOS.
Later, at the 22nd ASEAN-India Summit, the Prime Minister praised India's role in promoting regional cooperation and representing developing nations in global agendas. He reaffirmed Vietnam's support for India's Act East policy and called for stronger ASEAN-India collaboration as 2 strategic anchors connecting the Indian and Pacific Oceans. The Prime Minister outlined 3 major directions for future cooperation: boosting economic connectivity and sustainable development, expanding people-to-people and cultural exchanges, and strengthening maritime cooperation.
And on Sunday morning, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh attended and chaired a high-level dialogue section as part of the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
During the session, moderator Rachel Ng noted that in recent years, Vietnam has emerged as one of Asia's most dynamic growth engines. The country has maintained strong economic performance underpinned by sound policies, open trade, and bold reforms. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh outlined Vietnam's key economic priorities and government strategies aimed at sustaining growth amid global uncertainties. He also highlighted how Vietnam is harnessing technology to boost competitiveness and prepare its workforce for the digital economy.
We know that you have a fast-growing digital economy with a very dynamic startup scene and a growing e-commerce. And what sectors do you think hold the greatest potential?
Our key priorities focus on three main areas. First, artificial intelligence and semiconductor manufacturing. Second, e-commerce and logistics. And third, healthcare, education, culture, people-to-people exchange, and tourism. A digital government must go hand in hand with digitally literate citizens. As our party General Secretary Tolam has emphasized, we are launching a national digital literacy campaign so that every citizen can participate in and benefit from the digital transformation process.
The Prime Minister also discussed regional supply chain resilience, ASEAN's role as an open and reliable partner for the global business community, and Vietnam's contributions to building a stronger ASEAN community.
I believe that as members of the ASEAN family, when one nation grows stronger, the entire bloc becomes stronger. Conversely, a stronger ASEAN brings greater benefits to each member state. Therefore, every nation must harmonize its independent development with regional cooperation, building not only a self-reliant national economy, but also contributing to an ASEAN economy that is resilient and self-sustaining.
Now, continuing with Prime Minister Pham Minh Ching's activities, the government leader recently held a brief meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump on the sidelines of the 47th ASEAN Summit. During their exchange, both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to advancing the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and the United States, including efforts to finalize the agreement on reciprocal, fair and balanced trade, and to encourage greater U.S. investment in Vietnam. At the Prime Minister's proposals, U.S. President responded positively to Vietnam's request for U.S. recognition of its market economy status and for removal from the strategic export control list. He also instructed senior U.S. officials, including the Secretary of Treasury and the U.S. Trade Representative, who are attending the summit, to promptly follow up on these matters.
Vietnam and the United States have issued a joint statement on the framework for an agreement on reciprocal, fair and balanced trade on the occasion of U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh attending the ASEAN Summit in Malaysia. Under the framework, both sides will work to address shared concerns, including non-tariff barriers, and align commitments on digital trade, services, and investment. The two countries also plan to strengthen cooperation in intellectual property, sustainable development, and supply chain resilience. In the next phase, Vietnam and the United States will work to finalize the reciprocal, fair, and balanced trade agreement, prepare it for signature, and complete the necessary domestic procedures before it enters into force.